Well, let's face it, kids today live in the technology age where cell phones, video games, and computers take over and in many cases take the place, for many, of a good book. Statistics show an alarming number of minorities still can't read at grade level. So this Black History Month, Your Morning's Gwen Owens poses the question, with so many distractions for young people today, how do we get them to read more proficiently and actually enjoy reading? Here's Gwen's report.
I need a little help. Can you guys help me out?
Yes.
Okay.
Charisse Carney Nunes knows how to reach kids, especially Black children, right where they are.
How many of you, I know this is a reading class, how many of you like poetry? That's almost everybody.
This attorney, author, and mother of two wants these kids at Main Street Elementary School in Upland, Pennsylvania, and others like them to love reading.
It's foundational, and they need this in order to have any chance of making their dreams a reality. I dream for you a world where you'll grow healthy and grow strong.
Carney Nunes wrote a poem about the dreams that she has for her son and daughter and turned it into this book, I Dream for You a World, a Covenant for Our Children. It's filled with issues that are somewhat hard for kids to understand.
Justice.
Justice.
I dream for you a world that is just and fair and free, where your brothers aren't confined and where we'll build up liberty.
Statistics show only 5% of children's books are by or about African Americans, with 60% of Black fourth graders still reading below grade level. Carney Nunes says parents have to play a key role in getting their children to embrace books.
It is critical that parents do anything and everything that they can to promote reading to their children. Look everywhere that they need to look to find that one book that will pique their child's interest.
Parents should also interact with them. In this case, getting the kids to say each topic depicted in the book.
Democracy.
Democracy. Technology. Community. Education.
I dream for you a world where education frees your mind to dream and think and feel and hope, where you will never fall behind.
These 4th through 6th graders sit riveted, glued to every word, their little minds processing what it all means. African American children love the fact that the pictures all look like them, but the words, they apply to kids of any race.
It really inspired me.
It inspired 11-year-old Tia Fuller, too.
I want to be an actor, but my mom said it's a hard dream, but if I put my mind to it, I can do it.
You bet you can. That's what the book is all about. If you believe it, you can achieve it. Any dream you imagine. But it all starts with reading.
I learn a lot of new words, and I learn new stuff when I read.
It doesn't matter what book you read, like it can be nonfiction or fiction, it will still educate you.
When I learn, I get educated. When I get educated, I could go to college and get scholarships to great jobs and be wealthy.
You're certainly on the right track, dreaming big dreams already, which makes Carney Nunes smile.
It just makes everything worth it to just reach that child.
Oh, I think we all concur about that. When you see a kid smiling, makes all the difference. Now, these kids are, with the 3rd to 6th grade. The idea is to get them young, get them involved in reading early, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, think about it. I remember sitting on my grandparents' lap. I'm sure you can too. Even sitting in bed with my parents reading. It's really to get them excited about it. But when it comes to African American kids, it's really important to diversify your collection. So often, you heard, we heard very few African American artists out there. I mean, the percentage is very low compared to all the other authors out there. So if you have just pet books or the blonde hair and the red-haired girls and boys, that doesn't translate well to our African American kids.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of books here because the illustrations are important too, isn't it? Because the pictures, really can draw the kid in.
And this snappy book that Carney Nunes did too, it talks about how difficult it is to do, Black girls' hair, but also the strong Black women that came before them that also had that difficult hair. And then in the back of this book, there's a history lesson on the different Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman. It gives tidbits of their life story. And we talked earlier about history. Do you know your history?
Yeah, there's so much. And again, it's in these pages, and know, any book can be a good book if a kid is picking it up and there's information in there that they can learn from. And hey, this was a good time to talk about this. You do a lot of these great stories for us, Gwen.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. You know, great pictures on this one too. A dream for, what is it? I dream for you a world.
Exactly.
Good stuff.
And when you think, too, about the black boys, statistics show that so many of them are in special education classes. A lot of that starts with the reading and the education. Very important.
Sooner the better.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Gwen. Appreciate it. That's Gwen Owens from Your Morning right here on CN8. We're coming right back with more on the report after this. Don't go away.